Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. Hello, foodie booties. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Okay, so tonight, today, this evening, this morning, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, we are going to talk about the ever-riveting, the ever-interesting Chantal show, Foodie Beauty, Foodie Booty, Big Beautiful Me, The Daily Chantal Show, whoever, whatever, Chantal. We're gonna talk about her here on this channel here today because she had a live stream the other night and she decided to talk about race again, among other things. And I thought, wow, she really doesn't want to let this go. Like, she really wants people to keep talking about her racist behavior. And so that's what we're gonna do today, because here's what I do. I talk about and call people out for racist behaviors. Now, the last video I did about Chantal on this particular topic, there were some people that did have a problem with that video. And those people that had a problem, they were upset because I didn't give Judy a chance to talk. I didn't give her time. I didn't give her anything. So, you know, for those people who are upset over that, I hear your feedback loud and clear, and I just want to give Judy her moment. So, Judy, what are your thoughts?
If I sit through this Chantal video, can we bring the beans back to this channel?
Okay, thank you for that, Judy Lou leading correspondent here on the Zachary Michael channel. Now, one thing that some people really did seem to have some kind of issue with when I posted that video about Chantal was that I had the nerve to talk about her after I had said previously that I was never going to talk about her again on my channel, or never do a video about her again, or whoever, whatever. Well, first of all, this is my channel and I will do what I want. Was it hypocritical of me? Maybe, but for me, it's important to talk about racism, and also, like, the things that I didn't like about doing Chantal videos, I'm not doing anymore. Do you see me out here reacting to her mukbangs? Do you see me out here talking about her weight loss? No, I'm doing none of those things because I'm not interested. Now, if you do care, it has been 4 months since the video where I said I wouldn't talk about Chantal anymore. And in that 4 months, I've made a total of 33 videos. You know how many videos about Chantal I made out of those 33 videos? Two. I made 2 whole videos. So yes, I may be hypocritical. I'm comfortable with the decisions I'm making for me here on my channel. But it's certainly, if you do have a problem with it, I would love for you to give my video some more engagement. So please, feel free to leave a comment about it down below. Feel free to argue amongst yourselves about whether or not Zachary Michael should be talking about Chantal on his channel, even though he has 31 other videos that aren't about her, because you know what? I'm not a Chantal reaction channel. I'm also not an Amber Lynn reaction channel. I'm not a Nikocado reaction channel, a Gabby Hanna reaction channel. I am but a Zachary Michael channel with guest spots by Judy Lou. Okay. All right, now that we got that underway, let's talk about this live stream that Miss Chantal Show Foodie Booty did on, was it Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. I'm filming this on Thursday. You're gonna see it on Friday morning. So it's a little bit removed, a little bit time has passed, but I am a busy human being, and I just am not a news reporter. I'm a social commentator. Okay, so you're not necessarily gonna get the news as it happens, because this is not NBC7 Eyewitness News, okay? All right, this is Zachary Michael 2 days after the fact. So if you didn't catch the live stream, well, too bad, it's already deleted, but I'm sure if you're like me, you can go and YouTube and find it. Just search like Foodie Booty deleted live stream and it'll pop up, I promise. this, okay? So it is no longer on her channel, but really the point of it, the whole thing was like her driving in her car at night with little to no lighting, saying that she was only looking at the road, not the comments, and telling people that she needed their help, and the help that she needs is for folks to no longer send her videos about people talking about her. So if you're watching, no matter what, do not send this video to her. She does not want to see it. Now, with all that being said, she has previously made community tab posts where she said, oh my gosh, please send me every single thing and a timestamp and a video of people who are bullying me so I can report them more easily. So this is a very drastic shift from where she just was, which was send me everything. Now she's saying don't send me anything. She does also acknowledge that it gets her angry or anxious, so like for all real intents and purposes, like y'all don't send her stuff. Don't do it. Don't try to get a reaction out of her. It's not necessary. She's gonna pop off anyways because she's gonna go search her name on YouTube by herself anyways, you know what I'm saying? So like, really, don't egg her on at this point. She's asked not to do it, but that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing at this point, right? Like, the reality is that what she really needs to do is just not address it at all. Here's how you deal with trolls. You don't address them. You just don't. And they eventually go away because of what trolls want. What trolls on the internet want is your reaction, your energy, your attention. And if you just ignore them, they will go away. They will go away. So instead, she's invited them to just send more because that's what happens when you say you don't like something, right? That's what happens. People send it to you extra. Okay, so she really should have just said nothing. But that is also really neither here nor there because what we're really here to talk about is her discussion on fat phobia, her racist behavior in the live stream, and her overall just ridiculousness. So in this video, she goes on quite a bit about fat phobia, how society is built to be fat phobic, and how people need to do better to treat people who are fat better, and that on YouTube, like, her existence as a fat person has led to a lot of like negative reactions from people, and that she doesn't think that like she should have to leave the platform of YouTube just because other people are fat phobic.
I mean, none of what people say hurts my feelings. It's the fact that they have a right to be on a platform and channel build off of hate and bullying and fat shaming. It's also a societal issue. I'm an obese person. In my presence, if it was anything else, you know, if it was somebody who is gay or somebody, you know, any other group of people who have stigma against them, if it was them talking out against it, people wouldn't tell them to shut up. You know, it's like, for me, as an obese person, this pertains to me. It's something that's still stigmatized in society. And you can say whatever, but it's very largely discriminated against. And it's very, it's not black and white like people think. You know, and it's just, it's something that, as an issue as a whole, pisses me off. And that's when I lash out, and I feel like I have something to say about it.
Here's what I'm here to say. I actually agree that fat phobia is a thing. I think people who are fat are treated differently by other people, either in America, where I'm from, or Canada, where she's from. I certainly agree that people on the internet are really rude and unkind to folks who are just existing as fat folks, okay? And I certainly think that the criticisms of the way that Chantel looks is unnecessary, considering that there are so many things about her that aren't related to the way she looks, to the way she weighs, to her health, etc., that give you plenty to talk about if you're really looking for a way to criticize her as a human being. What I won't agree with is this notion that we're just out here comparing fat phobia and her experiences as a fat person to the experiences of other marginalized groups, right? Like, I specifically, the group I remember her saying is the comparison of fat people to the discrimination that LGBTQIA plus folks have faced. The reality is that the oppressions of marginalized and minoritized identities are different depending on each and every person, and certainly comparing them is probably like comparing apples to oranges. Like, yes, they're both types of discrimination, but are they similar? In some ways, maybe, but also those experiences are way different, right? Like, just for comparison's sake, like, fat people weren't told that they couldn't get married in a country, right? Whereas that is a very specific oppression to the LGBTQIA community. So that's not to say that one of those oppressions is worse or better or anything. Like, we're not here having the oppression Olympics. But to falsely equalize the two, to make them out to be the same thing, is also just gonna get people really fed up with you real quick, okay? Real quick, because the reality is the way that you should fight for people to be less fat phobic and less rude to fat people is to just tell them why that specific behavior is bad. Let's not focus on the other marginalized identities to try to bring awareness to yours. Focus on what you got going on, because that should be enough. It should be enough that people should just not say hateful things, right? It should be enough. On top of that, I think when she goes on comparing her experiences as a fat person to the experiences of marginalized people, she's not really realizing how much privilege she holds, right? How much privilege that she has in all of her other identities that aren't those. So, like, specifically, a straight woman trying to compare her experiences as a fat woman to those of LGBTQIA people, it's not the same. And you're missing how you actually have a lot of privilege as a straight person, even though you're fat, okay? On top of that, she does a lot to show that she's not a good ally to marginalized groups as it is. She doesn't take feedback, she doesn't apologize, she doesn't take accountability for when she says and does racist things. And that is really the problem with trying to put yourself out here, comparing yourself to all these other identities and oppressions and marginalized groups, is that I would be more willing to hear that if I saw you out here fighting for those people. But what you're not doing is, at least at a minimum, as indicated in this video, fighting for people who are impacted by racism. The biggest thing I want to highlight and indicate that says to me that homegirl hasn't learned shit from being called out, called in, held accountable for being racist is that she continues to promote Shanny for Christ.
Who sent me money? It's $100. Shanny for Christ. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shanny. And I want to say something about Shanny. I hope you don't, I hope you really don't, I don't mean any offense. I don't really watch that much YouTube anymore. So I don't really, Shanny, it's no offense. I don't watch, like, I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't really watch that many people anymore. I do once in a while. So I've seen a lot of people hating on Shanny, saying she said some things or whatever. You know what? And that, like, I support what other people say or do without even really knowing them. Just because they give me super chats, I'm still going to be thankful for people donating. I'm not going to start just judging people and looking into people and researching people who want to follow me. Everybody has a right to watch my channel, to be a supporter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Now, girl, I get it. Shanny gave you $100, but girl, take the $100 and don't sit out here defending her up and down. If Shani is dumb enough to give your ass $100, take it and then don't give her the publicity. Don't give her the publicity. Because the reality is she has a history of saying blatantly racist things. It's well documented. I have a video on my channel about her because Shane Dawson featured her in it. Here's the montage of all the racist things that she had said up to that point when I made that video a year ago. A month ago, I covered a drama-related situation with Foodie Beauty on my channel where she struck Charlie Gold's channel with a copyright strike. What my argument in that video was that Chantal only struck Charlie's channel because it was leading up to like her trying to get the attention off the fact that this Shani for Christ woman was really heavily supporting Chantal's channel. Shani was making threats towards Life of a Free Spirit. She was talking poorly about Charlie Gold, and she was all over Chantal's videos, her community tab, saying that she supported Chantal and that she didn't think it was fair that people were calling her racist and things like that. And Chantal, for the most part, was heavily supporting her until people started bringing out the receipts of Shani using the N-word.
He's lied and taken money, lied about money and taken money over false means by me. He has done a lot of things to me. So no, I don't regret calling him that word, because any man, I don't care what skin color you are, any person who tries to steal your house and your home is a fucking... That's right. I don't care who they are or what their skin color is. And if you have me using the correct way of saying the word that's on you, not me. Yes, I called a black man and I'm not ashamed of it, because he stole from me and is still trying to steal with me in means of blackmail.
And let's also add that Von Helton and him were in a chat room conspiring of how they could take our house with a lawyer, because we have back taxes and stuff, which we don't. The taxes are totally paid on the house. But I'll call Von a white too.
Von's a too.
Yeah. So there you go.
And then Chantal basically had to backtrack really quick, and then that's why I feel like she struck Charlie's channel, because she was trying to, you know, divert attention away from the fact that she was essentially supporting a woman who was blatantly racist by using the N-word multiple times. To say you don't watch her channel, but yet you have the time to go watch all of these channels that say all these negative things about you is wild to me. It's wild because this is a woman who's coming to your channel, says she supports you, and then a bunch of your other watchers and viewers are telling you that she's racist, but you've taken no time to, one, go see what her support for you looks like, or two, go verify what all of these people have said about her, have said that she's racist, to say, you know, maybe I don't want to be propping this up. Let me tell you, if there is anybody on my channel that I've ever given a shout out, this, that, or the other, and then people told me that they were racist, at a minimum, the least I would do is go look to see if there's any evidence to back that up, and then two, stop talking about them. Stop giving them that kind of promotion on my channel. At a minimum, that is what I would do if I found out that there was reason to believe that they were racist. And like I said, I've already shown you in this video a montage of her being blatantly racist, and that was a year ago. I've been told she's continued to be racist. So what is your excuse, Chantal? Why do you keep promoting her on your channel outside of the fact that she's lining your pockets? Tell me that. Tell me that. And if you really need further explanation of why Chantal's behavior is problematic, is racist, is unnecessary, she full on said in this video that she hoped that one day there would be a colored woman as a president.
You know what? I would really like to see, I'm just going to say this about the election, just looking at Trump and Biden together, even the friggin' prime ministers of Canada makes me barf, because you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a colored woman be president. Heck, even a woman for president.
Now, I don't know what world Chantal lives in, how many people of color she has in her life, but I just know, even if I had 0 people of color in my life, that we stopped saying that phrase a long time ago. It has never been acceptable, girl. What? And then she, of course, did get corrected in her stream and acted oblivious.
Oh, you can't say colored? Oh, sorry. I honestly, like, a black woman president. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Honestly.
And it's things like this that just lead me to believe that homegirl isn't wanting to learn. She doesn't want to do better. Now, I listen, people make mistakes. I full-heartedly believe that. People say things out of ignorance. People say things because they didn't learn about it. I mean, reality is in America, at least, all of my K through 12 schooling only taught me about white people history, okay? So, like, I understand that there is room for everybody to learn, but people have given her the opportunity. People have repeatedly told her that Shani is racist. People have come to her and said, hey, this behavior is unacceptable. And yet she keeps finding ways to keep doing this nonsense. Listen, Chantal, I wholeheartedly would love to stop talking about you on my channel, but the reality is that if you continue to do, say, and feel racist things, then I'm going to keep talking about it. The reason that people think you're racist, girl, is because you haven't done anything to change your behavior. You haven't learned from any of the things that people have been telling you. Listen to Pete's. I mean, for Pete's sake, and truly. So, girl, if you could just stop doing and saying racist things, we would love to see it. We would all collectively love to see it. I literally just gave you a compliment in this little spooky horror film reaction video I did, that it looked like you were making an effort to do any kind of video that, you know, was creative. Do that. Like I said, say less. Say less. You don't want people to come and harass you. Well, then don't acknowledge it. Don't fan the flames of the fire, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyways, that's all my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear them. And of course, if this is your first video on my channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I go live. As always, please make sure to live, laugh, love, like, comment, share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun with y'all tonight, today, this morning. I hope you did too, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!